Okay, I hope anyways. All right, ex-wife pretended to be my parole officer. Okay. Hey, Billy Blue Balls. I wish I was making this story up, but I am not. Well, how would she pretend to be your parole officer without you knowing? She must have done it to somebody else. Somehow she must have fucked you over. Anyways, I'm in my early 40s and had been married for 12 years. Unfortunately, the marriage ended in a divorce last year. Well, when she found out you were in the mob? How the fuck? You're married for 12 years. This guy's like a responsible fucking dude. He ends up going to jail. Even though we had no children, my wife got to keep the house in the divorce settlement. Of course she did. Of course she did. But they're always victims, and the guy's always the fucking asshole. Divorces and alimony are expensive. So for the past year, I've been renting a townhouse. Well, dude, you're doing fine. You're renting a townhouse in this little community where most of the other residents are elderly couples. Oh, I see. So you waited for someone to die and you moved in there. I love it. I enjoy, just don't steal their fucking Social Security checks. I enjoy living here, and even though most the other residents are older, there is a nice community center that has a tennis court. Yeah, and you're fucking beating everybody, feeling like a young man, and a pool, and events during the week, and sometimes even live music. So all in all, not too bad of a situation. Well, about 3 months ago, I met this great lady, and we began to date. My ex-wife found out and did not take it well that I was back in the dating pool so quickly. Yeah, because why get in the house? Well, you know, she just got the fucking house. So she went around to all my neighbors pretending to be my parole officer. Wow. Well, they're all witnesses. Why don't you sue her for defamation of character? Can you do that? She claimed that I am a registered sex offender, and she was following up to see if I had gone around door to door to admit to my neighbor I was a sex offender. Oh, you got to sue the shit out of this woman. Obviously, I did not do this because I am not a sex offender, and so all the neighbors said no. I had not disclosed to them my sex offender pass. I had no idea my ex did this until a week later. I got a letter from the community board of residents requesting that I move out for being in breach of state laws requiring me to disclose my sex offenses. All right, dude, all you need is a lawyer, brother. All you need is a lawyer. This is easy. This is fucking easy. I, of course, went to the board and told them that they were all lies, but they did not believe me because I could not prove I'm not a sex offender. Yeah, you can. Go get your fucking record. I found a website and searched my name, and of course nothing came up, but they wouldn't believe me. Plus, dude, this is so simple. This is so simple. Sue your wife and sue this and say you're going to sue this old fucking folks home if they kick you out. Plus, they said even if I was telling the truth and that my ex is lying, they don't want me in my community because I hang around people who wouldn't lie about such a transgression. Okay, well, that's kind of fair on their part. I do not want to move, especially because they said they don't have to give me any sort of refund, and I'd be liable to pay the remainder of my lease. I'm not sure what my options are, and to involve the legal team will only add to expenses. Well, you'll send them right back to her, and I still may have to move. What do I do? Thanks for listening, and go fuck yourself. Well, provided you're not a sex offender, I would get a fucking lawyer and tell the guy, listen, you got to fucking... You know, what do they call that? Working pro bono or some shit? Working for the SAG minimum? I would absolutely get a lawyer. And I think you're the judge in your divorce case who handles your alimony and all that shit should know what this woman did. I would find out whatever legally you can do, whatever a law she must, that can't be fucking legal to do that. And then you got all that shit that they do, all the emotional stress and how this fucking affected you. And I would sue the fucking shit out of her. That is all. That's what I would do. Absolutely get a lawyer. Abso-fucking-lutely get a lawyer. Jesus fucking Christ. Do you see this? This is why this Me Too shit, where you've created this thing now where you don't need any proof. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for getting all these bad guys, you know, outed and all that shit. But you can't just create a system where you take due process and you throw it out the fucking window, okay? Because of shit like this. And I know all the hype out there right now is that women are victims and they're all these fucking angels. And the truth of the matter is there's assholes and there's vindictive people out there who have dicks and sometimes they have vaginas. And you just can't have people going around fucking doing stuff like this. And, you know, if we're really going to go into a future where everything is fair, you have to start, you know, women have to be responsible for their actions. You can't fucking go around and do something like that over some petty bullshit to fucking ruin a guy's life like that. I mean, do you realize like how vindictive that is? That is unfucking believable. And I'd be honest with you, I would never in a million years, no matter how long I sat there and thought, I could never come up with something as bad as that. And I don't need to tell the guys listening to this that women can effortlessly do that. Hell hath no fury like a fucking woman scorned, especially when they're not held fucking responsible. You know, I just love how women can get away with like destruction of property. There's even a commercial on TV where this guy's going through some sort of breakup and this woman is just throwing all of his shit out the fucking window, computers and all that, and it's played for comedy. It's fucking considered hilarious. You know what I mean? Which, fine, I can roll with that, but you can't, have some overbearing guy screaming at his fucking wife played for comedy anymore. I guess you used to be able to do that. But, sir, if you were actually innocent of everything that she just did there, I would absolutely. You know what, dude? Why don't you start a startup? Start a startup to get a fucking lawyer. You give me the link, dude, and I'll throw $500 at it. Sue the shit out of her. If she fucking did this to her, sue the fucking shit out of her. Good luck to you. All right. And I'll tweet out the fucking link and everybody just get on this thing and let's get this guy a fucking lawyer so he can get on with his goddamn life. He's not doing anything wrong, according to him. Okay? As long as what he's doing is telling the truth. Other than that, I think I might be giving $500 to a sex offender. Kidding. All right. Crazy wife. Jesus. Hey, ladies, can you guys write in too? Because I want to keep this balanced. I don't want this to be a fucking sausage fest here. All right. All right. Crazy wife. I have a wife I met overseas. All right. Well, you know what? That's your fucking fault. All right. You know, you're going to go over there and they're going to have their fucking wooden shoes and their awful teeth. I mean, you're going to be over here and bring her around the Buffalo Wild Wings. What do you think's going to happen? Anyways, he goes, I'm 25 and she's 22. We're not technically married since we didn't finalize the paperwork. Okay, then what is the problem? We just had the ceremony, which is the only reason this question is worth asking. Otherwise, I just deal with it. Okay, fair enough. By now, it seems like the possibility of dealing with the consequences of dropping her is the better option. Okay, this already feels like you've already made your decision. You just want me to back it up. We were dating 2 years. She was normal. But since we got married, she flips out and gets hysterical over little things to the point where I feel awkward to just be next to her, even when we're alone. My first guess is she got married too young and she's freaking out. Because I would guess most of her friends aren't married yet at 22. I think she must be bipolar or something. She's still overseas. I'm about to submit to the paperwork to get her a visa, but I'm at a critical point in my future career that's very competitive, and I can't deal with any of that, much less put up with it for the rest of our lives. When she freaks out, she says things like she wished she hadn't married me and fuck me and all that, which is one thing, but then she says she wishes she were dead and that she wants to kill herself. Oh, dude. You know what? I would take that paperwork and I would go down to Staples and say, hey, I'm in the market for a paper shredder. Do you have the cross-cutting one? And they'd be, yes. Any way you could plug it in, I could just try it out. And then when they plug it in, you put that marriage contract in there. And then look at the Staples guy and be like, yeah, I mean, it's nice, but I don't think I need it. I don't think I like it. And then just walk out. All right? Because, dude, I think you're going to end up like the guy in the last one, living in an old folks home with some crazy fucking woman. Anyways, he goes, I can find someone else, but my friends and family know we got married and we're expecting to have her over soon. Your parents aren't going to give a fuck. Is it better to bite the bullet and admit I made a dumb choice rushing into marrying this girl before I have to deal with the divorce settlements? It absolutely is. Keep in mind her culture is very old-fashioned and her friends and family would look down on her and she might never date/marry again. Not your problem. not your fucking problem. She met one foreigner, she can meet another. And in case you're wondering, I'm an average-looking white dude. She's a solid 8. Dude, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. All right? Okay, dude, this is, and the fact that she's not even there, I mean, whatever the fuck you are, this is the greatest thing ever. The situation that you're in is so easy. Just don't sign the papers. You know, just be totally honest with her. Just say your mood swings are so crazy that I no longer want to marry you. And let her flip out and let her scream and yell and say she's going to kill herself and all that, dude. You know, you can feel bad for her, but, you know, you live once. Okay? You only live once, okay? And being married is difficult, even when you marry the right person. Forget about somebody that's that emotionally erratic. And she's saying, I wish I never got fucking married so early in the marriage that you haven't even submitted the fucking papers. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. Take the hint. And you're not happy. And you've already made the decision. You know what you're worried about, dude? It's going to be weird for about fucking 4 or 5 days. It's like shaving your head. People are like, dude, what the fuck? And after 5 days, they can't remember what you look like with hair. Dude, walk away. Fucking dump her and just go to the bar and get yourself a really nice fucking IPA, right? A really nice fucking beer, whatever the fuck you want. And just sit there and just know that your whole future is just wide open. Wide open. Anything can fucking happen. Okay? And that's it, dude. Walk the fuck away. And God bless you for writing in before you ended up in that other guy's situation. 12 years in and you got that fucking nightmare. Please start that startup, dude. I'm not kidding. I'll give you fucking $500.